Hey, welcome back, BCFC family and friends that have joined us. Just checking in with you, seeing how you are doing, wanting to bring you just a word of encouragement that will strengthen you in the midst of these very difficult and interesting. And yes, God is in the midst of it and doing good in spite of everything else that is going on. You know, I was reading the Word of God. I came across Ecclesiastics, and this is a tremendous book. But one of the things that I love is a statement that is made here by one of the wisest men. And he starts in chapter 2 of telling us all what he acquired. He acquired gold and silver. He acquired servants and singers. And everything that he did, he worked hard and continued to allow his wealth to provide him all the tools, all the toys. In fact, it says in verse 10, whatever my eyes desired, I did not keep from them. Wow. Basically, whatever he wanted, he was able to finally get into a place where he worked and attained enough finances to deny him nothing that he didn't desire. That's a powerful thing. I know that many of us are working very hard today and trying to take care of our family and look after their needs and their desires, because those are so important too. But as a minister, I hear this all the time. In fact, I am guilty of saying it myself. Oh, if I just had a little bit more time. You know, someone said, whatever you give your time to, you give your life to. And I was thinking in all of this weeks that have gone by, and yet we've just passed another week, there are many individuals that are still working, whether they're going and communicating or they're working from home, but some are not able to work in their careers and are set in the home in a whole different capacity. And you are afforded some time. What are we doing with the time? Somebody said, well, if I just had more time, I'd read the Word. Well, now you have time. Are you reading the Word? If I just had more time, I would pray. Okay, you have a little bit more time. Are you praying? Or if I just had more time, I would cook family meals. We would spend more time together. How's the cooking? What is your delight in your family? Are we using our time to further the very goodness of God in our lives? Because in the midst of all of this, there are gifts, and time is a gift that many have been afforded. But are you using it for your benefit? I think it's so important that also Ecclesiastic says, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. So this too is a period of time, but we know it will come to a conclusion, even as our winter has, and we are in spring and soon summer will be upon us. This too, this season of this virus is passing, but there is another season that is awaiting us. But in Ecclesiastic, in all that they attained, I love what he comes to the knowledge of. And it says, so I said in my heart, he comes to this reality that everything he spent his whole life building, everything he spent his whole life providing for, gaining, all the tools, all the skills, all the accolades, everything that he thought was important. Then he said, I realize that when I leave this life, who knows if somebody's going to take care of that which I took so long to obtain, or that they will tear it down, or they will waste it. Then in 6 months, nothing may remain. What he was saying is, what I took my whole life building, I could leave it to somebody else that will destroy it in less than a year, or even shorter time than that. What he was really telling us is, everything that is a natural that we invest our life in is fine for our enjoyment. But if that's all that we're doing in our life, we are toiling in vain. Because the greatest thing that we leave behind is the very example, the very legacy of our faith, the very character of who we are, and the very service that we have done to others. That's what lives on. What he was really saying is, if you're going to toil, if you're going to work, if you're going to really invest your time, invest it in something that lives beyond you, that counts more than just a building that you see or something that you can enjoy for a moment. Invest in something that will take you through your life. And so we're challenged today And I want to challenge you to say, what are you doing with your time? What are you investing it in? Are you investing it in having more special times as a married couple, as a family? Have you broken out some games that maybe you have never played or haven't played for a while and just laugh together? Are you making meals as a family and enjoying them and talking and connecting in powerful ways that allow you to see how wonderful your family has become, and even greater still, all the development that maybe we missed because our lives were so busy? I want to encourage you today to look at your priorities, your values. These said that we couldn't live without a lot of things, but I'm telling you, we're living without a lot of things. Is your joy complete because you're living with God and you're living under the blessings that He's truly blessed you with? Look around. If you have family, that is life at its best. And Jesus is the one who makes life count every day. So I pray that He makes yours count today. Reach out, touch someone with the love of God, and allow the love of God to touch you. God bless you. We love you.